So welcome back friends. Now we'll be seeing how to use uh, the elliptical cam mechanism in a virtual lab. So this is a screen showing the elliptical cam. You can see that we are having a elliptical shaped cam. So it will be having major axis A, minor axis B, the values of which we can control by these variables. Now there is one more thing, theta. Theta is the angle made by the cam with respect to x-axis. Now this is the follower. They are shown a follower over the cam which is along the center of the cam. Now let us keep certain value of major axis and minor axis. I have kept 20 and 40, and if I am making theta equal to 0, that is, let us assume this as a starting position. So the value of A is semi-major axis 40, B is semi-minor axis, that is 20. So if I am going for animation, now the angular velocity of the cam is 0.6 radian per second. The cam is rotating with a constant angular velocity. We can see that the follower is moving up and down. If I am asking to show the graph, you can see the graph like this. First we will be having a graph which is position versus time. Second one is velocity with respect to time, acceleration with respect to time, jerk with respect to time. You can see that the displacement curve. This graph is called as the displacement diagram for the cam. The displacement is changing continuously with respect to time. If I am looking for the velocity diagram, you can see that the velocity is suddenly increasing at a point and it is coming down gradually. Suddenly increasing, coming down gradually. And if I am looking at the acceleration curve, you can see that at a particular point of time, the acceleration is at its peak. It is suddenly spiking. Like this, we can see the peak points. There is one term called as the jerk. What can be this jerk? Jerk is rate of change of acceleration. That is called as jerk. While talking, we must have talked like I experienced a sudden jerk. If I am pushing this table suddenly, that will be affecting more. That will be called as the jerk. So in many machine operations, there should be a minimum jerk. Now you can see that the jerk is more. If I am, let us say, changing the values, if I am making slightly or slightly taking lesser value of A. Now what happened? The semi-major axis is 30, semi-minor axis is 20. The variation is lesser. The difference between A and B is lesser, so the displacement will be lesser. Similarly, the curve is more smoother. Acceleration is also going on increasing gradually. You can see that. Also, you can see that the jerk is lesser as compared to the previous case. Suppose if I am considering one more case where I'll stop this and make both as 30. Means what, it is nothing but it is a circle. If I am playing now, you can see that there is no displacement, no velocity, no acceleration line, no jerk, because the follower will be remaining at its original position for entire rotation of the cam. Like this, by using uh, by applying different values of major, minor axis and omega, we can find the varying or find how it is affecting the jerk, acceleration, velocity and displacement of the follower. If I am taking say certain extreme values, there is a large amount of variation between A and B. Now can you see what is happening if I increase the omega also? We can see that the jerk is maximum, acceleration is maximum, displacement is also changing very rapidly because of difference between A and B. Like this, by using the virtual labs, we can find without actually conducting the experiment the variations of the cam and the variation and its effect on jerk, velocity, acceleration, so that we can take care of one particular thing called as the pressure angle. The pressure angle denotes the by how much speed the uh, cam is changing its profile. Suppose I am having two cams, one is having say pressure angle of 2 degrees, other is having say a pressure angle of 8 degrees. Then I can say that the cam which is having pressure angle of 8 degrees will be changing suddenly its shape at a given point. So for that the jerk will be more. So you should always try to design the cam such that the pressure angle should be minimum. So thank you for viewing, and if you practice this correctly, you will definitely appreciate the importance of this virtual laboratory.